welcome back. So we have done a lot of improvement on the background, on offline, being offline. Okay, and let me check if I'm. Yeah, okay, I can hear myself properly here. So. Basically, what we have done is doing a lot of refactor, and now the project has many files. So instead of having only main.py and then config.py, which is here, and override config.py, we also have all of these files, so the state.py, utils.py, and then we have all of the trading files here related to the exchange, which is BTSE, related to the database, which is symbols and positions, and this one here, it's a leftover, I guess. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, so thanks to these new files we can easily use ChatGPT to check whatever without without reaching any limit. Okay, so yeah, so right now what we have is this thing about how to trade all of this, which is like you want to find what the hell is this? You want to find something like a trend, and then you find a big trend, and then you say, okay, this is going to continue. You find the 50 candles trend, 50 candles trend, which is about 4 hours. Okay. So when you are here, you take a look at the latest 50 trades. So it's something like that. This is about 4 hours. And then you say, okay, so if we had something similar to a nice trend, we say this is going to continue. You can see here that it's not continuing. Maybe it is, but the idea is to just leave this 1 hour instead of 4 hours, because right now this tries to repeat the same thing for 4 hours. Maybe there's no need to wait for 4 hours for this to happen. And the other thing that we want to improve is that we want some retracement. So for example, here we've got a nice trend and then a retracement. So I can enter here, not here. Okay, so I can do some I'm not sure how the hell I'm supposed to be doing this, but I could do some kind of retracement with Fibonacci, but I mean, I don't care. So from this is the 50 candles range. So you've got the maximum and a minimum, and you can sort of you can say, okay, this is 1, this is 0. Where the hell do I want my retracement to be? So I want it to be here on 0.68. If it's below 0.68, I don't want it, which is the case here. So I wouldn't want this thing, but if it's around here, I still want it. So this is maybe what we want to do. We could try several levels and see which one works better with the 5 accounts that we have. But the idea, the thing that we want to prove today is this thing that I'm explaining here. So we want a big trade, then a big retracement, and after the retracement, I want to keep going on. So we can change how many candles we want to check the retracement, and how many candles we want to check this up movement, so that we can continue with the up movement. But right now, this has started, this trade here has started here, and it's not going very well. So it has started, you can see it's way below the 0.68 Fibonacci thing. So that's what I want to program today, so that we can test all of this. So this is Gunfire 2. This is the second account. You can see here all of the accounts for the so this starts at 50 USDT, and it's not going very well because, you know, we are trying to find the steepest slope, and then we keep this thing for hours in a row. We don't want to do that. So that's what we are going to work today. So first of all, we are on this big refactor branch where I have like 80 commits of stuff. So we're going to fix that maybe with we're going to create another branch. We can refactor this later on so that we only have one commit, although maybe we should do it right now. I'm not sure about that. Let me see. So yeah, let's refactor all of this. Later on we will have to do some stuff. So run script 1, run script 2, trading refactor. So basically here, with which we had only a few files, we didn't have all of this refactor. This is a commit that we want to be using. So hit checkout, and this is going to be big refactor number 2. Okay, and you want to check all of the commits. So show me all of the commits between two commits. List commits, yeah. So let's see if this works as expected. So what I want is to be working between this commit where everything starts and big refactor. So let me check. The latest one is 168. So is that this is the first one, 168 and 83. So we want to apply this the other way around. So for n commit in this thing, which is going to be tac, so that it's read the other way around, I want to cherry pick the commit, and then I will just refactor everything again. So now we have this big refactor 2 here, which I'm going to just squish, and that's it. So this could be something like hit rebase 100, and wait a second, where the hell is this? Okay, so Now we want to squash all of this in one go so that we have a nice only commit that does all of this together. Okay. I should be able to replace all of these thanks to what's the name, to Beambet. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. Okay. Let's squash all of this. Let's squash all of this. If you have any questions, you can ask them on the chat. Because otherwise, this is quite boring. I'm very sorry about the thumbnail, but otherwise I get bored here without anybody watching. So I asked ChatGPT to make a thumbnail that give us a lot of visits. So hopefully it works as expected. But yeah, this squash thing, maybe it's not very pretty to retain traffic. So we will see. Okay, let's do this. And here we go. So now we are in refactor, and let's do retracement. So now we are in retracement branch. Okay. Let's edit real quick the retracement. Let's edit real quick the video so that we've got a link to. So now you can get the retracement thing that does not have anything. So the first thing we want to fix is how. So it should last only 1 hour, because if you have a retracement, then it should go up in the next hour, otherwise we are doing something wrong. So that's the first thing we are going to fix, change, or whatever. So here on trailing this thing here on the override, you can see that I'm not overriding anything, only the maximum long trades numbers and maximum short trade longer. But there's something about how long does the trade last, and we're going to take a look and see if we can find it. So this might be on the main loop, on the main page. So basically each time there's a loop, we run so we check positions to see if all of them are closed or not. So probably check positions, it's going to, okay, so check positions is somewhere. Check positions. trading orders. So in trading orders, which we are going to open right now, we check positions. Okay. Look at that. Lapse menu. Trade max candles. Candle interval minutes. So that's what we want to be modifying probably in main.py. Let's take a look at here. So this says that the default trade max candles if 50. Okay. And the ATR period is 48. So my question is trade max candle. So my question is so if I want to trade and work here on trend, if I want to classify this thing with trend 6, which is what we actually use, is there's this look back which is a 50. Okay, so maybe the question is, are we using this anywhere else? One second. Trend.py. So look back is again 50, and this is using look back 15, and I'm not sure if this is used anywhere else. Let's take a look. Classify trend or range. Yeah, so apparently this is used on orders. So if we go to orders, in addition to check positions, we want to take a look at where the hell classify trend of range to know if it's something or the other. So we have 50. Okay, we have 50, which is the look back. So maybe we want a percentage of this look back. Okay, so if you take a look at trend, so here we have a look back of 50. And then so if there's something wrong, we return 0.0. However, otherwise we return the slope, and that's what we want to be doing here. And we're going to define the duration of the trade according to this look back. So wait a minute. Trade max candles. Where the hell was this? Trade max candles. So this is used on orders.py. So check positions. Yeah, I mean, how many time a position should be open should be defined on the same on the position itself. Otherwise, we cannot have several strategies at the same time, which is what happens with range. Although, yeah. So actually, this is trend trade max candles, if you ask me. So yeah. Wait a moment. So we have many choices here. So the first choice is save trade max candles into the position itself. The other option is define trend trade max candles and range trade max candles, so that we just use that. Yeah. For now, let's just define that to 1 hour, which it is 12. 60 minutes, 5 minutes, 12. Okay, so where the hell do we change that? Here. So the full trade candles is 12. Okay. The full trades should only last 1 hour. Okay. By the way, how does this work right now? Is it going to go up or not? I wonder. There's this boom thing. We should be going down, because if we go back, you can see how it... Where the hell? So basically here we also see how more or less we have a downwards trend, but we are very lucky and this doesn't move too much to the downside. But anyways, we want, right now we want 1 hour for this to end, and that's it. And what about grass? What the hell happened with grass? So grass, the same thing. Where the hell? So grass, we decided here. I need to measure first. So basically here about Where the hell? Okay, here it is. So basically here, what you can see is that there's an uptrend, more or less. So the idea here is the same thing. So where the hell is this? Forecast, fib retracement. So if I'm not mistaken, this is the way you would do this. So basically, if you don't have more than this 0.6018, you can go on. But if you have more than this, I don't want to do this. And that's what's happening here. That's why I want this thing properly implemented. So I want a slope here on the 3 hours thing, 75%. Then if there's a drawback, it has to be like here. Then you go up. That's it. So we will see how this goes. And not perp. So not perp should be going down because of the same thing. If you go to the left, you see that this this goes down. Wait a minute, I need to measure this thing. So more or less this is 50 bars. So it's something like this. Okay, nice. So basically wait a minute. What the hell do I want to do? So basically what we have here is something like this. Okay. So you want to go up if you have some retracement. So hopefully this works the same way, but like here. So the retracement should be here. So this one seems to be right. So you don't want the price to be around here. You want to be around here, and then you bet that this is going to be going down. Yeah. In grass, we have already studied this, where we were to down here. In boom, we haven't studied bomb, but let me see. Boom. So this is short, so we should do something. Where the hell does this started? Something like this. Problem is I cannot see. Like this. So we have this thing here. So you don't want the price to be much higher than this, and that's what happens, and this goes down properly. And we only want this to last 1 hour. Okay. So right now we're going to create number 7. So this is on trend, and we will figure out how to do this properly. So this is going to be number 7. Okay. Retracement at around but not more than that. Okay, so now we want to be using trend or range. Maybe I want to keep using trend 6 in order to check if this is a trend or not, because yeah, that makes sense. However, we take a look at here at trend 6. Symbols, trend 6. Let's see, trend 6. So here, what we're going to do is what we always do is like, okay, now you are going to use EC7 and this is going to be trend 7. Basically, there are a few places where this EC6 is, which I don't remember very well. So EC6 in capital letters. Main rank type. Yeah, this rank type. Yeah, this is this one here. And then in main we are using EC6 somewhere. So we are forcing EC6 here. So we're going to just use that. So now we can just say that we have so this is EC7, EC trend 7. As an EC trend 6 clone. Okay, so now it's time for ChatGPT to do what I want him to do it. So let's see if it can do it properly. Okay, so this is trend 7. Let's see if it can understand this. Okay, so check symbols in list. Not sure if I want, given the code. Okay, so let's put the code here. So improve function so that let me see. Improve this function so that it removes so that it creates an score based on the first number of 75% number of candles of the look back. If in the if in the latest 25% number of candles there is a retracement lower than 0.60 Fibonacci retracement from the top, from the highest price of the first number of candles of the look back, then just return 0.0 because we don't like that so steep retracement. This is for long trade. Flip the logic for short trades. This is for long trades. So where's the score should be based on what it's currently being used. Discard latest number of candles. Translation return 0.0. If price goes how much bigger than was higher than what are the retracement values? What the hell can we use here? So it's one coordinates trend line. What? Oh. Let me see. Yeah, maybe this one here. I mean, we actually want. We don't want this to be. We want this to be like a top. So, where the hell is this? Down the highest price on the first number of candles of the look back. So first of all, discard latest check latest 25% number of candles. If price go number discard them. Translation return 0 0. Create on a score based. The score should be based on quantum constant. The score while maintaining the same calculus as the original code. It should only be using data from the first whatever. If in the latest there is a retracement lower than look back, then just return because okay, I think that we can just send all of this and hopefully it tells me what to do. Split look back into this and that. Discard if breakout happens in late. Discard if retracement is long. This is not, or maybe yes. Oh, look at that. Do you want me to return positive slopes for longs and negative or choose magnitude score? I mean, we already did that before. So this will have to be modified so that we have this thing here. Okay, let me take a look here. So we don't have any change regarding this thing here, which we don't track. And so what I'm going to do is to copy this function and check what the hell has ChatGPT done with it, so that I can check if this makes sense or not. Okay. So we always have to check what the hell this does, because otherwise it does a lot of stuff that it's bullshit. So like here, we have this code here. We don't want this to be removed. And yeah, and apparently there is a lot of stuff regarding debug 7, so debug 6, which I want to fix. Let me check. We should see. I mean, it's not there anywhere. Any. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's restore this thing. Okay, now we can modify this thing so that trend 6 appears here as trend 7. Okay, so look at that. and this one is from trend 6. So now we can say something like so it's, I mean, this is actually the other commit. Yeah, so we're going to just amend the latest commit and that's it, which I think it's going to be much better. And now, yes, I'm going to copy and paste what my friend ChatGPT done here, so that we can change the changes and discard them, hopefully. So basically now I say that I want everything. And look at that. We have all of these changes. These changes here, I don't want to remove them, even if I'm not very sure that the first candle, whatever, is right. But, you know, I want to keep this. I want to keep this to this range filter. So what I'm going to do is to add manually what I want to be applied. So for now, I'm going to apply everything. I mean, why are you doing this to me? In any case, let's say that yes, let's split all of this. Let's suppose that I like all of this. So this one, I don't want to remove it. Let's add this. And this one, I don't want to remove it. So now we have something on the commit here. So I can restore this thing, and I still have these modifications here, and I can remove them, which has this file modified, which I can check right now. So these are the actual changes that I wanted, and I have kept the back stuff. So let's take a look. This is not quite right, so let's maybe try to fix it manually. So basically that's this thing here. Okay, so okay, this is the description that I wanted to have. So now, yeah, we have rewritten the retracement like this. Then what the hell is this? So if length values less than one line, do this thing, otherwise do this thing. So split this thing. No. I think this is not right because this thing here. So maybe I should tell ChatGPT that this does not need to be. Okay, so it does here a lot of stuff regarding the retracement and so on. So basically, if you have less than 9 trades, it's going to be doing the retracement stuff. which I'm not sure if it makes sense to do this in the first place. So my question is, I just wanted to do this in the place where split into earlier. So basically, wait, this is the same thing, but so what happens here is even if you have less than 9, it's going to return 0 if there is a retracement or whatever. So I'm not sure how it's going to be working with like 1 or 2 candles thing. Okay, but in any way we can try to check all of this and see how it goes. Let's see. So now we have early values instead of values. That makes sense. And early values is whatever we think needs to be here. So the first ones, hopefully. Early high, early low. And this, wait a minute, look at that. 60% rule. This is not needed. This is a comment that we have removed here. This one is right. What about this? Yeah, the early values. So I'm not going to add this change here because there's no meaningful change there, and we should be fine. Let's see, 511. Yes, yes, split please. I do not want this change, and I want this change. So now I can commit something like what's the name? AC trend 7. Favor retrace, non too steep retracements. Okay, so we are in retracement. So we're going to test this thing in run 3, which has 3 of these steps. So this is going to be merging. Hopefully this is going to work because I'm not sure. It's going to merge retracement, and we are going to run python main.py. But before doing that, I want to get rid of positions because I know I don't have any positions in my what the hell is this? On my Gunfire 3 account, which is what we're going to use right now. So give me 1 second, please. Where the hell is this? So login. So login. What the hell? 2FA, yeah. So if you have any questions, please ask it, because otherwise this is quite boring. Okay, so now I should be able to switch the account to the Gunfire 3, which is the one that we want to check. This is going to recheck everything, and we can see how we don't have any open positions here. And now hopefully this doesn't fail because of hit merge. Look at that. I mean, here there is a lot of debug stuff that we want to remove, because I don't want to be checking that every one of these symbols is discarded because the breakout below. Wait a minute, why are there two different? Retrace it below for long, below early low. Add. I wonder if there's something wrong with this code here. I mean, when it's okay, it doesn't say anything. So it's rather interesting what happens here. Wait a minute. Yeah, this does not make sense. So we should have something that makes sense. So the breakout checks if the maximum is bigger than the early high, which this makes sense when you go up or down, I don't know. But then you don't want to do this for shorts. So I'm not sure. So because otherwise you are in a range, and that's not what you actually want to be doing. So wait a minute. Yeah. So right now it hasn't found any trade here regarding the breakouts and so on. So it defaults for waiting the minutes till some of the conditions are met. But these conditions are not met properly. So so let's work a bit with ChatGPT. So let's tell them that this is the updated function. This is the updated function. Please acknowledge and wait for instructions. Why are you explaining what the hell happens here? So, so the early latest split, the breakout checks, and the FIP retracement checks need to be done, not always, but when condition is false. So in that condition else. So inside that condition else statement, once you have moved the code there, you first have to calculate the early candles slope, so that we know if this is a long trade or a short trade. In the case of a long trade, what the hell do we want to do? We should only check for breakout check above early high and fib retrace long. A positive slope means long trade. A negative slope means short trade. Below early low. Okay, and are we missing something else? I think that's it. Hopefully it understands what I have. So the flow fetch slot, else first calculate, yeah, okay, yeah, that's what it has summarized here is what I want to do. So that's very nice. Let's take a look at the chat. No one's commenting on the chat. Okay, anyways. So here we have removed some Would you like me to also flip the breakout check so that for longs only above high invalidates, not below? What? Isn't this doing properly? Only breakout. This is the breakout, isn't it? Discounted long. Yeah. I think we are good with this, but let's see what the hell does the changes on this. So for now we are going to, what the hell is this? Oh yeah, let's restore this thing so that we don't have this stupid change. And now so ChatGPT gives me this function here. Let's check how it works. Hit diff. So once again, break out my fib. Break out fib retracement checks the bend of slope direction. I'm not going to add this, and I will simple slope only return. I mean, this one here doesn't need to. Return float slope normalized. This is done on the very. Yeah, oh my god. So instead of returning this at the very end, it's doing it somewhere else. This is very, very, very. This bullshit. I don't like this too much. Let's see if we can keep the old logic here, because I prefer it rather than just return it here. Or maybe because we do have different ways of doing this here. So right now it's returning it here instead of returning. Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm not sure how to apply these changes here without losing too much of stuff. Okay, so this should be at the very bottom, which is what we always did here. So, like here. Look at that. And this is just slope normalized, which should be here. So, wait a moment. Okay, so we're back. So, we don't want to return this thing here. We just want to go down, and then we return whatever. Okay. In any case, if now I check this thing again, I would like to check Okay, so they require count thing. Return float normalized. We don't want that. And this breakout, we don't want that. So let's add all of this manually. Trading trend. So we don't want that. We want this split. We actually want this thing. I don't know if this is useful enough. Simple slope only. We don't want this thing. Yes, this is a nice comment. And this should be added. The first one should be added, not this one here, because it doesn't help us anything. Let's add this thing. And now we can say that this is number 2 of this, and I can just restore this thing, which we don't want. Trading trend. So now we can do something like, the description is like, if latest to the break above the early range, discard. So this is for long, and this is for long too. Okay, look at that. It might work after all. So this is trading trend, and this should be here. Commit amend. So now number 3. What the hell is it? HTTP error? So apparently there's an HTTP error here. What the hell is that? 409. I wonder what the hell is this? So let's check real quick. We don't have anything in Gunfire 3. And we are in Gunfire 3. So now we run the script where we have these slopes. Some of them, look at that, some of them have the average slope here total thing, which I think we only see them when there's, or no, okay, so BTSE has been discarded because of whatever. So I'm gonna show how's this going to be. Look at that. Some of them are because of Fibonacci, some of them because of breakout, and we should have early low and early high if we have done this properly. Maybe there are not so many slopes which are positive or whatever. I mean, actually the slopes, okay, look at that. We have 2, oh my god. Okay. So it has only detected 2 of them that were properly here, which are these 2 short trades. But then there was a problem because this has classified this as a range. So one of them is a trend and the other one is a range, because we are using EC Trend 6 to detect if this is a range or not. However, there's a problem with ranges because we don't have too many ranges, and this this needs to be fixed. So place range positions it's not defined. Did you mean this thing? So this should be rather easy to fix. So let me check real quick where the hell is this done. So this is done on range and in orders. Okay. Actually trading orders. So the error was found in orders. So yeah, so apparently place range positions from orders here. Place range positions. So this is the first time that it has to run place range positions, and if you haven't modified this, doesn't matter, but if you have this, place trend positions is here. Look at that. Wait a minute. I want to understand how this is supposed to be working here. So orders have this place trend positions function, but it doesn't have the range positions, which apparently is in range.pi. So I'm not sure if this needs to be moved on to the trend side thing, because this is the trend stuff. Orders, place trend positions. So range. Let's open range.pi on the top. Let's take a look. So we have the only function that we have is place range positions, which does whatever needs to do. So trend should have place range position. This is the orders only, which would be place all positions. Yeah, this should be on the so this is a bit of refactor, which is going to be a bit of a problem, I think. So trend.pi. So we have this function regarding placing place trend positions. So this thing here, place trend positions. Okay, so let's focus. Place trend positions. So so from trend, trading trend, import place trend positions, and from trading range, import place range positions. So the question is, are we actually using this thing here? Yes, we are. So I think this is what we want to be doing so that everything works as expected. So we make sure that in orders we import these two functions regarding how to place trend position and how to place range positions. So we remove it from orders so that it's in trend and it's already in range. So now what I would like to do before going on is to check the trend.pi thing, and maybe one of these, you know, maybe something here needs to be modified. I don't know. maybe positions DB here. No, positions DB, it's not here. That's right. Yeah, look at that. So positions DB. Actually, I'm not sure if this is, yeah, this apparently this is needed here too. So we want to import DB positions as positions DB. And where the hell is this? So, and then later on it's something else. It doesn't work as expected. We will do it like that. So yeah. Hopefully this is good enough and we can move on. So this is going to be something like range, refactor, trend range, trend and range, small refactor. Okay, so this thing here, oh my god, I wasn't meaning to do this, to modify run 2, so it's going to just resume this thing. This is the one I want to be modifying, but before doing that, let's go to 3, where we have managed to do some position here, which was probably a trend one. So now I am running everything again. We're going to see all of this stuff that they have to. So this cottage show breakout below early low. Yeah. I need to only print this total average if we are going to return it, otherwise it's a bit, you know. But we will rearrange all of this later on, or maybe in the next day. Let's write this down so that we don't forget. So to do so. So what we want to do here is to is this like what the hell happens here? Why can't I see my own stream? Okay, so the to-do should be let me see. To-do should be remove excessive debug, only show total slope if it's been returned as okay. If it's not okay, only show it if debug is turned on. That way this is going to be better. Okay, look at that. Place trailing stop is not defined, so this is in trend. Yeah, so let's take a look at here. Place trailing stop. Oh, look at that. It's in orders.py. Place trailing stop. What the hell? So are you telling me that I am supposed to be importing orders and at the same time they import this thing from here? Are we having circular dependencies here. So for trading trend, I want to import place trailing stop. So this is from orders, so trading orders. From trading orders. Where the hell? Yeah, so from trading orders, import place trailing stop, otherwise doesn't know what to do here. The question is, when you do some range, which is here, what the hell are you place range order? Where the hell is this done? In orders, isn't it? Where the hell is place range order exactly? Otherwise, we don't know how to do this. So place range order is from the exchange. Okay, so this needs to be done on the range place. So range.pi should have this thing like that. This is this change. So place range order should be exchange dot place range order, which is this one here. And yeah, I don't know. Trading range, trading trend. Yeah, hopefully this helps us a bit. So commit. So this is a small refactor about this. And now subpositions DB is being removed. We check if there's something open here. There's nothing open in Gunfire 3. Let's see. Oh my god, look at that. We cannot import place trend positions professionally initially. Huh. Where the hell are we? What's your piece of advice? What's your advice on fixing? I mean, I know what the problem is, but maybe there's another way of fixing this. Yeah. Move the import inside of the function. Oh, look at that. If the dependency is only needed at runtime, not globally, move it inside the function where it's used. I didn't know you could this thing. You could this. You could do this. Yeah, look at that. Although utils in common. Reorder imports. Double check. Place trend positions. I mean, everything was in place range positions. I mean, actually, why the hell place range? Yeah, So trading trend, place trend positions. Place trade positions. Place trailing stop. I wonder if this is a good idea or not, because I mean, this is only used in that function, isn't it? Maybe it's not so much of a deal. Let's train stop. I mean, it should not be. Let me ask. Is there any drawback to your suggested lazy import idea? Let's break circular, yeah, saves the start. Performance hit, clears clear that there is import for import. Okay. To do, maybe improve it so that we don't have a lazy import. So hit diff, hit status, three. So this goes on. Wait a minute. Okay. Let me check Gunfire 3. There's nothing here. And hopefully now this does not explode when it tries to trend or whatever. But yeah. What the hell I'm checking here? Pump. Why pump is pumping so much? That's, yeah, because maybe it went down too much. I don't know. Maybe Bitcoin is... Yeah, maybe it's because of Bitcoin. Which is retracement, retracing to the upside. Okay, let's hopefully one of these ones are not discarded. Okay, now we have two short ones. Fetch for our OHLCB is not defined where in the range. That makes sense. This is something that needs to be fixed for the range thing. Place range positions in range.pi. Oh my god. Okay, let's take a look where the hell this is. Okay, look at that. It's just saying exchange. I mean, this one is on the same model, but here it's just saying exchange. And we should be fine. So exchange. Okay. So again, here we remove positions, we check if there are any open positions. Here, yes there are, let's close them. Let's just run this thing again to see if it doesn't fail again and again. Let's just push this because we might end the stream soon. I'm not sure of that. Holding that. Okay, so let's see what happens. I'm not sure if this is right, by the way, but we would need to check more. I mean, long trades, we only have short trades. Okay, contracts maps is not defined in range, which is probably an estate thing, which we haven't taken care of it, because as I said, range was something that, yeah, so estate. I wonder if there's something else that needs to be fixed here, or I don't know. Number 5. Not, we don't want to do anything here. And then let's close probably one of these trades. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to end the stream here. We will see later on what the hell happens here. Let's push this thing here. I will probably do some more stuff, but not online. So thank you very much for watching. Bye.